Hello everyone, this is the Filecoin secondary retrieval market proof of concept #1 video. So in PoC1, we're delivering node discovery, the ability to publish a CID offer, and the ability to request a CID offer. So in the system at the moment, we have got, in the green boxes are the services. And so we've got the retrieval gateway service, which is run as a Docker container, the retrieval provider, which again is a Docker container. And so normally in the end system, that'll be closely associated with a miner. You've got the register. And so that in the delivered final system is actually going to be an inbuilt actor within the Filecoin blockchain. You've got the yellowy, orangey boxes. You've got libraries that could be integrated into applications. So you've got the retrieval gateway admin, and that's used to administer the retrieval gateway, provider admin, administering the provider, and retrieval client for retrieving content. We've also got two other repos, the documentation repo and the integration test repo. So walking through the system. So the integration tests call the gateway admin, and they configure the retrieval gateway, and then they publish the information to the register to register that gateway. So then it's available for usage. And similarly, it calls the provider admin to configure the provider and then to publish the information about the provider to the register. So all gateways can find that register, not find that provider, should I say. We've then, the gateway and provider can then discover each other, and they do. So then we talk to the client and use the client library to specify which gateways they should trust. So in the delivered system, you can imagine you're going to have payment channels set up with certain gateways, and so you only want to be using those gateways. And so you configure the client. The client library then goes off and talks to the register and says, hey, I've been asked to use this gateway with this gateway ID. Can you give me the information about that gateway? And is it a real gateway? So then it's going to have the information to connect with the retrieval gateway. So it'll send establishment messages to establish communications with it. So then you publish an offer. So this would be essentially new content's been stored in a storage miner, and now we want to publish an offer and say, we're going to provide this content at this price. And so you'll talk to the retrieval provider library, which communicates with the provider service, which then will start to publish that offer to any gateways that are registered with it. And so it'll publish it to that retrieval gateway. Then any client can then get the information about that offer. So we use the integration tests to call the retrieval client library to say, what CID offers are available for this content ID. And it talks to the gateway and it'll get the offer. And that is what we've delivered as part of our PoC1. So Raphael and Samir, you're on the call too. You're part of the development team, and I know you know this already, but what questions do you think people who are watching this YouTube video might ask?
One question that maybe they can have is, do gateway have some reputation to see which one can I deliver fast the content, or which one is near to me, so I know I can have a better bandwidth?
Sure. So there is, in the system, there is reputation. So at the moment, we've only done a partial implementation of the overall architecture, but there is reputation within the system at the client level, the gateway level, and the provider. And so each node has their own view of reputation. So for instance, a gateway might decide that a client isn't actually paying for the content and the searches that they're requesting. Or as part of our DHT, you might decide that a certain gateway is unreliable, or you might decide that a gateway isn't delivering on offers, or it's making false claims about providers. Similarly, providers might be advertising offers that then they don't deliver on. And so each of those things affects reputation. So at the moment, though, we haven't fully implemented that. That should go into PoC 2. What about you, Raphael? Do you have a question for us, or that people might choose to ask?
Sorry, I can think about the question right now. I try to.
Just so everyone knows, Raphael and Samir, it's what, 7 a.m. their time, so they probably haven't had a coffee yet. But in Brisbane, it's after 5 p.m., so we're all good. Anyway, look, thank you everyone for watching the video. There will be more videos that I think Raphael is going to do on the actual mechanics of the code and how it's actually working and what the repos are. So please be sure to watch that video too. Thank you.
Thank you.